Hi Shimil. Again, UP, another spinner has come into the side. You'll have just strengthened your spin attack even further. Is it some sort of an intentional move to completely concentrate on spin, especially given that nobody's aware of where the venue where these matches are going to be played? Just can you shed some insight into the reason why it's so spin dominant and the Pacers are a little weak?
Yes and no. So we did go and get an Indian. We did go and get an Indian medium pacer in Kranti God. So we think that she's raw. She's exciting. We'll definitely see her during. We'll definitely see her during this season, and you'll see her exploits as well in the coming season. Saima has done well last year. So, for example, we were asked the same question last year. We got Saima in. Saima went on to play for India thereafter, right? So that is, it's great. Charlotte's always here with me to give company. To answer your second question in terms of spin, yes, I mean, we were able to create the most number of chances last year in the WPL, right? And that was part of the strategy in general. Because of the quality of spinners that we have, we were able to do that. The third part is the fact that there's an Ashes happening, and we know that Sophie is going to be bowling a lot of overs. We needed to consider the workloads as well.
Charlotte Edwards as well with us from Mumbai Indians.
Is for you, sir. Congratulations on the squad, first of all. And from the outside looking in for previous 2 seasons, Alana King was a big question mark. Why is she not there? What kind of a thinking went into having her, especially because she's not played a lot of T20Is for her national side. She's been a regular in the one-day side, but not that much for her T20. So what kind of a thinking went into having her for your team?
I mean, she's always been a quality player, right? But if you look at their Australian setup, I don't think anybody knows who's going to be playing. They've got too many options there on the bench. Having said that, look at the WPL and look at her performances there when she's actually got chances. So there's no doubt that there is quality there. And like I just mentioned with regards to Sophie's workload, it's always good to have again someone who has the experience, who's won with Australia, someone like that coming and working with us. I think we're very excited. We know of her character as well, someone who I think will sort of fit into our squad really well. So that's the overall sort of thought.
Charlotte, hi. G Kamalini, you all went all out for her. Can you just shed some light on what you all saw even Delhi competed? There's clearly some talent that both teams were going after for, because not much has been seen of her. So can you just shed some light about her game that you all...
Yeah, it's the one name that's been cropping up in all the meetings we've had over the last sort of 2 or 3 months. And having seen her firsthand as well, she looks a very exciting young talent. We obviously need backup to Yastika at the top of the order, but equally we want a left-handed option through our middle order. That was something we recognised from last year. So she seems the perfect fit. I know she's young, but she looks cheeky, which I like. We knew that there would be other interest in her, and so we knew we needed to keep some purse to hopefully secure her, and we did, and we're delighted to have her at MI.
Congratulations on the squad. Nadine de Klerk got a fantastic player. She has been the prospect of Shabnam Ismail and Nadine de Klerk probably bowling together. Is that something was in your mind because they have done it? Nadine has come as a first change bowler for South Africa before. Was that one of the thinkings for having Nadine in your squad?
Yeah, I think, look, we're very assured on our main 4 overseas that have been with us for the last couple of seasons. So we just wanted something, I guess backup-wise, that we knew that could just step into any role. I think Nadine's shown over the last 12 months what a 12 months she's had and how exciting she is. And she's only 24. She's played quite a lot of cricket. But most of all, I love her character. I love the way she plays the game. And I think from everything I've heard about her, she'll be a fantastic acquisition for us. And I can see her playing many roles. And that's what you want on your... I guess in your squad is versatility and flexibility, and she offers that for us massively.
Just one about Kamalini. I know it's a big news of the day, you selecting her, but someone like her who is young, like Saurasa said about Nandini Kashyap, like she's like an investment. Do you look at Kamalini as one of the investments for future, because Mumbai famously has invested in players and they have done exceptionally well for the national sides as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you see a talent like that, you want them in your colours, and we've obviously, I guess, shown that today, that how much we rate her, and so yeah, hopefully she'll be with MI for a number of years. But yeah, I can't wait to sort of properly meet her now and get her involved with the squad. And obviously she's got a massive few weeks coming up with the Under-19 World Cup, so we wish her well there, and hopefully she'll come back having scored lots of runs and yeah, done really well.
This is for both of us, looking at the overseas contingent that you have. Do you feel somewhere it is a problem of plenty and it's a good problem to have at this point of time for both of you?
Always. Always a good problem to have. Again, for me, it's not my headache, it's John Lewis's headache. Charlotte can answer it better.
You want headaches, you want people that can equally go into your squad, and we've tried to keep the nucleus of our core overseas together for 3 years, and we're really confident that any of them could step up when required. But yeah, they certainly give us headaches day in, day out, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them all again in a few weeks' time.
Extension of that, how do you manage this sort of a situation? 6 players, and they're probably not used to staying on the bench for too long.
Yeah.
There was Shabnam Ismail with y'all, Shabnam was there. I mean, there's Annabelle Sutherland, players of that quality who are nowhere in the world would probably sit out. But here, how difficult is it to manage that sort of, if ego is the word, I don't know what, but yeah, reputation?
Well, I think that comes down to your selections, doesn't it? You do your homework, you look at them as people and how they are, and you want team first type of players. So as I mentioned, character is a big thing for me. And as long as they're given good reasons why they're not playing, you want them to hopefully wholeheartedly work for the team. Chloe Tryon's not played a game for us for 2 years, but she's been the best teammate any of the MI girls could ever ask for. So that goes a long way with us as a franchise, and obviously me as a coach. So no doubt we'll have the same with all of our players, that they'll just want what's best for Mumbai.
This is away from this particular auction for both of your teams. The players that you have invested in have gone on to play for India, have gotten great results. As a franchise, you have invested in those players. What kind of a satisfaction it is to know that these players are coming from the system and then going on to the India level and doing well for the country?
I mean, immense. I think we were sat here last year and I was asked a similar question. We play a small role in the development of the player, apart from whatever the BCCI does in their growth. And I think we're very proud when we see some of them go on to play for India A or India, right? I mean, it makes us very, very happy. And we hope that they're able to continue on that journey and perform even better, and then come back into the WPL and just do whatever they can, just go out and express themselves. But yeah, it gives us immense pleasure when we see young players going through the journey and doing well.
I think there have been some of my biggest highlights from the WPL is watching, I think, Saika from the first year get selected for India, and then Sajana last year being selected, and even just getting a message from them when they've been selected, showing their shirts. I mean, that's what coaching, that's what being involved in these teams is about. You want them to go on and play for their country, and as you've just said, you play a very small part in that, but we're very, very proud. And yeah, I mean, India, with the amount of talent, are going to hopefully, be very successful in the future, I've no doubt.
I'll just add to that. So we've had 4 players that have gone on to play for India A, 2 for India from the franchise. When you see that happening, it also gives our scouts the confidence that they're doing the right work, because it's a lot of hard work going and watching a lot of games in remote areas, and there's a lot of stuff at the back end that like people put behind the scenes, right? So I think it's not just us. I think the overall sort of system is very happy when we see some youngster coming and, like she said, sends you a picture of her jersey, right? That's deeply satisfying.
One flavor for Shiva has been internal part. From day one, she has been very much the active person behind the scenes. Not many people get to know what kind of excellent work she does behind the scenes. How important she is.
Is that Davika, did you say? Yeah, absolutely. And I can't even tell you the amount of hard work that goes on behind the scenes, and, you know, the scouts, the amount of work they're doing with these players in trials and camps. They're the unsung heroes of this team. I get to sit up here, but, you know, Julan as well, what a gem. So, yeah, I couldn't be here without their support, because I'm not here all year round. So we're very, very lucky to have that in our ranks.